In our next section, EE1C, we're going to be practicing evaluating expressions. Evaluate means, and this is big because you see this word evaluate on tests, evaluate just means that they want you to solve. As simple as that. So looking at the first example, evaluate 3f minus 4 if they're telling you f is 5. So if f is 5, then I need to put it right where f is. But that doesn't mean that it's 3 times f is 35. Remember, what operation is going on between 3 and f? And in between there is multiplication. So I'm going to write 3 times f, which is now 5, minus 4. And now I need to follow the order of operations. PEMDAS. So, parentheses, nothing really. Exponents, no. Multiplication and division, yes. So now I would do 3 times 5 is 15. And now I can do my subtraction. 15 minus 4 is 11. We call this plug it in, plug it in. They tell us what f is, we plug it into the equation, and then we follow order of operations to solve. Now I'm going to do some examples. It would be wise to watch a few and then start to hit pause and see if you can do them first before you check the answers. At the top it says A equals 10, B equals 8, C equals 6, and D equals 12. We're going to use those numbers for all 6 of these problems. So let's look at the first one. It says 14 minus whatever A is, so I look in the problem, A is 10, plus whatever B is, and again I look over here, and B is 8. Now, again, I have to follow, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So, there's no parentheses, there's no exponents, there's no multiplication or division, and there is addition and subtraction. We work left to right. So I do 14 minus 10, and I get 4. 4 plus 8 is 12, and that's my answer. Now let's try the next one. I'm going to erase my little arrows. We have, again, 2. What's going on between these two is multiplication, so 2 times B, which is 8, minus D, which is 12. Follow order of operations, no parentheses, no exponents. There is multiplication, so I do 2 times 8 is 16. And now I can do my subtraction, and I get 4. The next example, again, now if you're understanding it, you might want to hit pause and see if you can do it first. The next example, we're going to do 5, get rid of these, 5 times A, which is 10, plus 4 times B, which is 8. So again, there's multiplication going on between 5 and A and between 4 and B. Order of operations, no parentheses, exponents. There is multiplication, so I'm going to do 5 times 10 is 50, plus 4 times 8 is 32, and then 50 plus 32 is 82. Let's try another one. A is 10 over, and then B is 8 plus 2. Now, order of operations, parentheses, no, exponents, no, multiplication, division. Technically, there is division. Division is this line right here. But I can't divide 10 divided by all this stuff underneath. So, when you see it written like this, you really do need to do everything in the numerator and everything in the denominator before you divide. So I'm just going to rewrite the 10 divided by, and 8 plus 2 is 10, and 10 divided by 10 is 1, and that's your answer. For the next one, 6, parenthesis, D is 12, minus B is 8. I have to do parentheses first, so 12 minus 8 is 4, and then 6 times 4 is 24. And the last example, A is 10 times B, which is 8. So you're plugging in two things there, and between A and B is multiplication. Minus 6 for C times 12 for D. Again, multiplication. No parentheses, no exponents, there is multiplication. So 10 times 8 is 80, minus 6 times 12 is 72. 80 minus 72 is 8. We are going to try one of the difficult problems together, and then I want you to try the last two. So let's look at the first one. So I'm going to plug in what I know. Now we're using these numbers for A, B, and C. So I'm going to do 3 times 4 times A, which is 6, minus 3 times C, which is 7. Close the parentheses all over, and then C is 7 minus 4. So I can now follow order of operations. Again, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I have to do what's inside the parentheses first, and then inside the parentheses I still have to follow order of operations. So do I multiply or subtract first? Order of operations tells me to multiply these first inside the parentheses. So I'm going to leave the 3 outside the parentheses. 4 times 6 is 24, minus 3 times 7 is 21. Close the parentheses, and then we still have 7 minus 4. Still inside the parentheses, now I can actually do 24 minus 21, and you get 3. And at the bottom, 7 minus 4 is 3. A few more steps. Now we have to do 3 times that 3 inside the parentheses, which is 9, divided by the 3 we got on the bottom. 9 divided by 3 is 3. That's our answer for that long problem. Now, I would love for you to try this problem and this problem on your own, and then check them in with me. Good luck!